everyone. Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Asian Guy and I'm applying for the Master of Management program at the University of Sydney. So I'd like to share a little about my story about why I chose this path and how I hope to contribute to this program and what I've learned from both success and failure in my journey so far. So my decision to apply the CEMS program comes from a deep process of the self-discovery. So I actually started my undergraduate study in marketing, but very soon I realized that traditional business theory often stay too far from the messy real-world problem. So I wanted to solve the ones involving people, culture, and communication. So I made what some people thought was unusual move. I switched to the legal communication. So it wasn't because I lost interest in business. It was because I wanted to understand its hidden operating system and how rules are made. So how messages are shaped and also the how culture shape decision making. And during my internship at the PwC strategy, I saw how valuable this interdisciplinary learning could be. So when helping an European automotive supplier explore the Chinese market, I discovered that my most powerful tools didn't come from a market textbook, but from my law and communication training. It resources analyze culture, empathy, and the ability to tell a convincing story with data. So that was the moment I realized that business gave me the language, but law and communication gave me the grammar to use it effectively. And now I'm returning to business not as a law undergraduate, but as a strategy equipped with humanistic insight and also the analytical discipline. So I'm drawn the CEMS because it's the only program in the world that truly combines those three strengths: business intelligence, legal rigor, and also the cultural fluency, well, into one global leadership in education. And I believe I can contribute to the CEMS community in the three meaningful ways. First, I bring a legal lens to management. My academic background trained me to break down complex systems and build arguments that are both ethical and strategic. So in class discussion, I won't just ask what works, and also I will ask why it works and how it involved responsibility with the regular boundaries. Second, I bring hands-on strategy experience. So at the PwC, I learned to translate big data into the actionable insight. I use tools like the Santa and also the Wind for quantitative analyze, and also virtual tools like the Canva and short video storytelling to communicate results effectively. In group projects, I see myself as both an analyst and a bridge. So someone who ensures our data as a grounded in data yet proceeded with the impact. And third, I'm cultural connector. In a Chinese native fluent in English and learning French, I work with people across three continents, involved together in the CEMS multiple teams. I will help transform diversity from a challenge into a creative advantage. One of my productive experiences was during my PwC internship. My task was to study the Chinese suspense parts markets. So initially just a research role, but I decided to go beyond that. I analyzed not only market data, but also the regional investment policy, customer behavior difference, and the potential IP challenges. The report I produced became a key reference in the Science 5-year China expansion strategy. What I learned is that the best business solution emerged at the crossroads of the disciplines. A per data analyst or a per legal advisor couldn't have achieved that alone, but my habit perspective could. So that's when I knew being interdisciplinary isn't a weakness, it's my competitive edge. So of course, growth also comes from failure. In my software years, I wrote a paper on Hamlet using the legal semantics and received an A-. So that small success made me overconfident. I thought I could apply interdisciplinary thinking easily everywhere. So they came my course on the international intellectual property law, where I wrote a paper on AI as an inventor. So I tried to find a single correct answer with the legal code, but I'm completely lost and critical perspective that had once helped me excel. So I got a C+. My professor's feedback hit me hard. He said your analysis is technically correct, but philosophically shallow. So that experience taught me something virtual, and real intellectual growth means consistency. So it's not about the occasional flashes of insight, but about carrying the same curiosity and critical lens into every challenge. Since then, I've learned to treat failure not as a setback but as a feedback. It's a reminder to stay curious, humble, and connected and qualities. So I know, and now I see the essential of the leadership. If I may add one more reflection, my academic transcript tells the story of evolution. My early GPA reflects a young student still exploring her directions, but my later record, like my GRE score of 335, and my work at PwC shows that I'll mature in someone who can perform and lead a high level. So I may have stepped away from business once, but it was so I could return with a wider view and the discipline of a lawyer, the empathy of a communicator, and the curiosity of a global thinker. So I see the CEMS program not as a starting point, but a crucible, a place to transform my interdisciplinary mentorship into leadership that truly connect people, culture, and idea. So thank you very much for your time and consideration. I'm ready to contribute, to learn, and to grow with the global community at the University of Sydney.